Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Wealth Clock with Steven Weinstock. Today's guest is Itay Elyasof. I hope I said that correctly. He is the co-founder and co-CEO of Alefy, a prop tech company that monitors U.S. real estate assets after closing. His mission: help investors spot legal risks like liens, title transfers, surprise mortgages as soon as they happen. This episode is brought to you by my company, We Capital, and the Goethals Capital Fund. This fund is buying assets in cash where we are getting significant discounts, and we keep the properties mortgage free for the first year to eliminate lots of risk to our investors. And then we refinance later on in order to scale. Itay, let's dive in. I know you're coming all the way from Israel, and I hope you're not in a bomb shelter right now.
No, we're doing okay. We're living our life here. We get
Okay.
used to it.
Okay, good. Yeah, my daughter's in camp over there. She's having the time of her life.
We're
My son
keeping her safe.
my son was in school there this past school year. He had a great time. Every time we'd call him all nervous, he would say, "What's the problem? I'm here with my friends. We're having a burger. Relax, mom and dad."
Right. There is shelters anywhere, so we're good to go.
Talk to me about Alefy. What
Yeah.
inspired you to launch Alefy? How'd you get that name? Is it for Aleph, as in the first letter?
It's first of all, here in our family, I have four kids, and our letter Aleph in Hebrew, we all start with the same letter. Also, my family name starts with Aleph, so that's one part of the issue, but it's coming from the word alert. So that's where we're coming from. Basically, I used to work for a real estate company, for an American real estate company, which in the past few months, we found out in the past few months of the company life cycle, we found out that they committed all kind of fraud toward investors, toward banks, towards all kind of companies in the US. The company had an American investors and also Israeli investors. They had family offices, they had investors of all kind, also institutional investors. And we as an employees, we've been told that the company needs to shut down, there is high interest rates, and things happen in the States, so we have to shut down our operation in the States and also in Israel. Okay, that happens. Companies getting shut down every day, so that's okay. But after receiving more than one phone calls from angry investors that saying that things happening with the real estate in the US, the story isn't what we've told all the past few years, and the company was working around 7 years, 3,000 doors, more than $300 million in their portfolio worth. So that was a shock. Also, I was invested in some of the properties. So when we started to find out what really happened, that's where the idea to establish Alpha came from.
So this platform, tell us about what it does.
Yeah.
It sends alerts. You tell me.
So we're connected to all the 3,100 counties in the states, as each and every one of them has his own website. Looks like established in the 80s or something, very old. In each and every website, you can need to search following either an address, the LLC, the guarantee. You have all kinds of different searches in order to find something. It's very difficult. So we connected to all the 3,100 different counties, more than 600 MLS systems, and we brought all the data into one dashboard, into one platform. And what we're doing, there is lots of platforms that provide data from the county records and other records. What we're doing is we're using AI agents to monitor those counties, those specific properties, and alert if there is any change. For example, if someone took another mortgage and now there is a second position lien on the property, we will alert. If there is a change in the mailing address, so that means that maybe something changed in the LLC. If the ownership changed, if anything happening in the title itself, in the county record itself, we will alert the clients. And we have quite a wide range of clients, from lenders, hard money lenders, regular lenders, investors, and also GPs that works with us in order to give their investor transparency to their portfolio through our system.
So you would have a potential client who is not necessarily the owner of the property, but if I'm an investor in a property, I might call your company and hire you to watch over my investment. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's a SaaS software, so it's based on a subscription. All you have to do is give me the address and that's it. You don't have to onboard. The onboarding is very quick. I only need your address. I don't need you to prove anything. We're all based on public records. So legally wise, all I need is an address and I will give you all the data on that address and everything. And guess also from legal aspects, foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, lender watch, all kind of different aspects on the property. We had a guy using our platform for DD. He's having 4 or 5 different deals he's inspecting. So let's monitor those and see what their mortgage is like. If they're in some kind of trouble, maybe I can make a move on them using our platform.
So your platform takes publicly available information, curates it, puts it neatly, and delivers it to your clients. Am I correct?
And again, the major aspect here is, I guess that your listeners and every other professional real estate guy will know that you can obtain those records, the county records, first of all, of course, from the county itself, but also from all kind of other platforms you can obtain this kind of data. But the thing is, it's not only the data, is the ability to alert if there is any change, the ability to monitor the portfolio itself. One of the problems that many people don't talk about, I'm doing it daily, so I know that everyone is saying that no, I have title insurance and I'm doing title checks and everything is clear. The title is only valid to the day of the closing. If the title will have something come up the upcoming months or years after you close the deal, but the originate of this problem was before the title check, so yes, the title insurance will cover it, but the title won't cover if there is a tax lien and now there is a tax foreclosure on an asset. The title won't cover that. So the title is only correct to the same specific day that he made the title check and he signed on it, and now he can insure you on those things he checked. But it doesn't cover you from now on. No one monitor, and again, from conversation I having daily with people, no one is monitoring the platform, the assets during the life cycle of a deal. They're only monitoring the P&Ls, the financials. What's my rents, what's my expenses, how much I'm paying for the management company. Everyone is monitoring those aspects, but no one's checking if someone took my land. I had a guy, another story, that we had a guy that had a land in Miami and he wanted to sell the land. And when he approached the broker, said, "Look, I checked, and you're not the owner of the land." So he had a fraud. Someone made a fraud, changed the LLC in the records, and took control over his assets. So it took him a year, and he gained the control back. But he paid for lawyers for a year in order to even know that he is the rightful owner of the land.
Wow.
In the company I used to work for, apparently that they sold an asset 6 months prior to saying that to the investors. The investors thought that they are still the owners of the property, but 6 months later they found out that the property was sold, and now 6 months after try to find the money.
Wow. Wow. Walk us through how Alefy.
Yeah, you're doing it great.
Walk us through how Alefy actually works from the sign up to the receiving alerts. You mentioned it's an easy onboarding process, but just give us a little.
Yeah, it's very quick steps. And the whole purpose was because we came from that field of the real estate profession, we know that no one likes to do onboarding to a very difficult or problematic CRM systems or investor relations platform that there are in the market. So all you need to do is to sign up with an email, to write an address, choose a plan monthly, yearly. That's it. You're in the system from now on. Of course, we'll give you all the data. And from now on, if there is any change, you will get a weekly alert. The weekly alert will say, we scanned your portfolio, you're all good. Or we scan your portfolio, we found something, check it out in your dashboard in order to know what to do next. So From now on, you are under Alefy monitoring platform and you're safe. That's why I say it's very easy. All you need to do is sign up with an email, with a Google email, and put an address, and that's it. You don't have to prove that you're the owners. You don't have to upload documents or any other data, just an address. You want to use it in order to track deals, in order to monitor. You said that you just entered to the multifamily sector in the past few months or so. So with a multifamily, lots of the time, people searching to buy multifamily in the same neighborhood in order to reduce expenses, management expenses, and to manage it as a portfolio in the same neighborhood or in the same area. So you're targeting two or three other multifamily next to you. It will be just a few dollars for each one in order to keep it under monitor and to see if there is a chance here so I can go ahead and grab it.
Yeah. So yeah, just to back up, we entered the multifamily space about 8 years ago. It feels like a few months, but
Oh,
it's 8 years ago. It's okay. We own some assets, even though I'm based in New York. We own some assets in Kentucky, Ohio, and some parts of New Jersey. And then we're also investors or co-GPs in some other deals, like in parts of Texas and Pennsylvania. But who is your ideal user for this property? Is it a high level investor? Is it the GP? For the most part, who are you targeting?
yeah, that's a great question. We have, as I said, all kind of types of different clients to the platform. Where the regular one, the what we call B2C, is the regular LP. He'd invested in your fund or in other people fund, 100K, 50K, retail investors that just invest in couple of different GPs. That's the basic customer of our platform. That's the mass market. Above them, there is the guys that the investment more like a family offices or other investment houses that invest in a couple of different funds or a couple of different GPs, and they have investors behind them. So they need professionally to monitor their portfolios, not only for them, for their gain, for their profits, but also for their investors behind them. By the way, same about hard money lenders that raise money from investors and invest money. Now, hard money lenders working as in a different kind of way from other more, let's say, other lenders. Hard money lenders, that's another type that we are targeting because they have most of the time they're just a couple of guys in their company and they sometimes with a $5 million fund can put 100K in each deal. They have now 50 deals under management. They need control. They need to gain control over the portfolio, and they won't know. People think that if they have first position mortgage registered in the county, that's it. We're safe. Nothing can happen. Now, that's not entirely correct. Even if you have a second lien position, you can affect the deal. Now, there is a chance that the deal will go to foreclosure. Maybe there is a tax lien. The city and the county are before the lender. All those are potential clients, potential customers. As I said, the GPs that we're working with at the moment are the ones that wanted to give users to their investors and say, hey, we use a third-party company. It's not of our own. Now you have full clarity, full visibility into the properties itself. You know that I won't do anything because you will be notified by a third party. And what they said to us, it's helping them to raise more money because in the selling pitch, they're mentioning our platform and say, hey, check it out. You can do it on yourself. We can give you users of our own. But at the end, there is a question. You based in Brooklyn, but invest in Kentucky, for example. Same here from investors that lives in New York, but invested in Texas. It's far. They're not going there daily. They're just receiving reports every quarter or every year. They're getting reports with P&Ls. We want to sleep better at night. We want to know that everything is correct, everything happened as you said. I'm not saying that everyone is committing frauds, but first of all, frauds happen, and it's happening every day. I see articles every day about those things, so it happens, and you need to be on top of it.
Let's back up a minute. Where you're from, How'd you get into this business to begin with? Take us back.
Yeah. As I said, I'm from Israel. I'm based in right next to Tel Aviv. I'm from my background, I'm 35 years old. I was lots of years in the army. In the past couple of years, just reserve, but I was lots of years in the army. And when I retired from the army, I joined this real estate company that I used to work for, the American real estate company. And I raised money from investors. I did investor relations here, basically getting the reports from the American entity and delivering it here in Israel. I did it for 3 years. That's where I got to know American real estate very, very well. I visited Kentucky and Ohio multiple times and other places in the state we were invested in. So that's what I did for 3 years. And as I said, I think it was in the end of 2024 when they told us they're shutting down operations in Israel and in the States, and things started to happen very fast. We came up with the idea with Alefy, and we started that in February.
Wow. What's the biggest risk that you're helping people to avoid? Is it liens? Is it fraud? Is it title disputes? Is it really everything? Is there something specific that you're telling a potential client? What's the big sale?
Yeah. So what I always say that when you're looking at a real estate deal or investment, you're always looking at the percentage, the yield. You're looking at if I will get a 6% yield, 10%, 20% yield, whatever. That's always you're aiming for the highest yield. Of course, you need to do the GP and the guy you invest with, but you're always targeting the highest yield. What I'm always saying that the biggest threat in a deal isn't if you're going to do 6 or 10% yield on a deal returns. The biggest risk is to lose the principal. And that's what we're doing. We are helping investors not losing their principal. If I put 100K into a deal and the owner change ownership without letting me know, and that's it, I'm not the owner anymore of that specific asset. That's it. I lost the principal. It doesn't matter if it was 6 or 10, I lost it. If the lender foreclosed the asset because the GP didn't pay his interest, that's it. I lost the principal. So the biggest thing we're doing with investors, we're helping them not losing their principal. That's the first thing. So maybe it's not the best deal in the world, but at least you get something out of it. When I used to do sales for real estate, I used to say that there is always risk in an investment, whether it's stock or real estate, there is always a risk. But in real estate, the risk is lower because there is 4 walls, there is a land, eventually there is something with value. But when you're dealing with all kind of different things that happening in that field, you understand that even those can just disappear. So that's the biggest thing that we are doing. We are helping LPs, GPs, lenders not losing their principal. That's the first thing. And the second thing is really, I learned it firsthand when I lost 100K in one of the deals, that I want to sleep better at night. I want to invest. I want to earn money. I want to do big things, but I also want to sleep better at night and knowing that everything is under control and I will be notified by some platform that will allow me to understand what happened with my deal.
What's a common mistake real estate investors make after the closing?
Another good question. Basically, the biggest thing they're doing is relying only on the investor reports of the P&Ls. What we saw in so many different use cases is that you can change those. I can provide you a P&L that looks perfect and even distribute money. I will distribute you the funds and it looks very good on paper, but there is nothing behind that. As I said, there is an asset that we provided reports here in Israel to investors that the property was sold. So that's a very intense use case, but there are things that they are relying more and more on the P&L. Second thing is that they are not doing the checks on their own. They're just relying on the presentation. They are not doing their DD. So that's another huge thing that you need to do. And third thing is, after you closing the deal, after you're closing the deal, you need to make sure that everything is signed and registered as it should. When you've been told that you invest in an LLC or an LP, you need to see that this is what registered in the county records. So you will know that if something goes south, you have some kind of security with your deal. You need to make sure that everything registered. We saw just 2 days ago, we demo some lender, the platform, we uploaded his properties, and we saw that there is a mistake, a typing mistake with the lender name. So that's another risk for lenders. He invested, it was $60 million mortgage on a building in New York, and they misspelled the name of the lender. Instead of Leumi, it was Leuni. So just one letter typing error, and eventually that's a human error. Someone type it wrong, it's a risk for the lender. If there is somewhere someone by the name of Leuni LLC or something like that, he can claim something in front of the authorities. So those kind of very simple mistakes that no one knows about because they closed the deal, they had the title check, everything as it should. They paid through an escrow account, everything went by the book, but a typing mistake could lead to losses.
Wow. What do you do to gain awareness for your company? What are you advertising? I know I've seen you on LinkedIn. What are you doing to get more business?
Yeah, real bootstrap company. We started immediately with sales without raising any capital. It was worth the risk. We started immediately with sales from ear to mouth, where people just keep sending us leads. This is my friend, I'm a subscriber, tell him that you talked with me. So we are doing that quite a lot. And we are just launched the platform today or tomorrow. I don't know where it will be broadcast, this podcast, but today or tomorrow we're gonna launch our B2C platform, so everyone can just subscribe on their own without the need of going through a demo or a sales meeting with us. So it will be, I guess it will be faster. We will start working with all kinds of investors communities. That's what we are beginning on doing now.
Where do you see the biggest opportunity for proptech innovation over the next 3 to 5 years?
Wow. I saw so many proptech companies in the past few years trying to pitch us and and again, as a guy that was in that field, as most of the innovation I saw in the real estate arena was taking the Excels and make it digital, or combining some kind of very simple AI on those Excels. So you take an Excel sheet with your investors and their allocation in the properties, you put it in a very nice dashboard, you give it a name, and now you have a proptech company. But basically, it's not innovation, not yet. What I'm seeing and what we're aiming to do is we are aiming to map really utilize AI to do all kinds of things, from sourcing deals. So you won't have to dig through all kinds of data. There are platforms today that you can bring them all kinds of parameters and they will suggest deals for you, but really be able to monitor and see, for example, if there is 4, 5, 6, 10 different assets under foreclosure in the neighborhood that you're looking to invest in. Now you have a chance to close a deal, or in a pre-foreclosure. It's not in foreclosure yet, it's in pre-foreclosure. Now you have a chance to do it, or by entering, I won't say your name because I'm not wishing you that, but someone name, just put it on our platform and you will know which asset he has under management and where he has problems. Now you can maybe buy more than one. That's, as I can see it, a real innovation, and it will save so much money in DD and legal expenses just to be able to get the same guy buy 3, 4 multifamily from in a very good prices because he is in trouble, and you won't know it without someone to tell you that.
So this is a new feature that Alefy will be rolling out?
We are in our roadmap. This is where we're going through. We are going to be serving more GPs with that feature, guys that are tracking sourcing deals, sourcing deal flow. This is where we are going in the upcoming months, I hope. It will be very, again, simple to use. That's our main thing is to do it simple. It will be very simple to use, and it will give you lots of data without you needing to dig in massive data points.
What advice do you have for a smaller retail investor? Maybe somebody who's putting in a minimum of $25,000. Maybe they'll do one deal a year. It could be they don't make that much money. They just don't like the stock market. Maybe they're investing with their retirement account. Could they afford to pay for a service like Alefy? And if not, if they're a small investor, what other options do they have?
So when we started, we aimed to those investors. That's how we priced our platform, where the pricing is starting for one investor is paying $15 a month. So we see it as something is very logical to pay $180 a year in order to sleep better at night with those 25,000 or 50K he put in a deal. So pricing wise, in my personal opinion, I'm biased, of course, but in my personal opinion, we think it's logical. But other than that, I will say that make sure that the guy you invested with has a very nice track record. He made full cycles. That's another important thing. It's not only what you have on paper. Let me see full cycles. Let me see some exits. Let me see what you've done in the past. So the data is very important. But as we always say, that you need to keep monitoring, even if you're not doing it with Alefy. You need to be on top of the game with what's coming, not just the P&Ls, we're always aiming for the big stones, the ownership, the mortgage, the thing that can risk my principal, not just my returns, not just the yields, just aim for those big stones that can risk those 25. By the way, for a big family office or institutional investors that invested $1 million in a deal or $10 million in a deal, if they will lose it, it's not the end of the world. Okay, they will return to the market, they will keep investing, they will sue the guy, they will do whatever. They have the power and the means to do. The guy with the 25K that invested, this is the only money he had to invest. So that's a huge risk he's taking with that investment. That's why he needs it more than those institutional investors, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, you definitely gave us some interesting food for thought. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on, especially all the way from Israel.
My pleasure.
Tell our audience where they could call you, where they could talk to you, where they could reach out to you. I'll put it in the show notes, but just tell us.
Great. So you can reach on our website. It's alefytech.com. We'll also put the link in the description, and you can always reach through LinkedIn. I'm available there, so feel free to reach out if you want a demo, if you want to schedule something to see on your own, maybe see your own properties. I always like to put your own houses when I'm doing demo, just to see what we know about you using the platform. So feel free to reach out.
And this is just for a USA audience, correct?
It's not for USA audience. It's for everyone that invested in the US. It doesn't matter if you're from Israel, from Singapore, from Japan. If you're invested in US real estate, feel free to reach.
Okay, Itay, thank you so much for joining me today. If anyone who
Steven.
is listening, please reach out to Itay. All his info will be down below in the show notes. Thanks again for being on the show. If you enjoyed this conversation, subscribe to The Wealth Clock with Steven Weinstock. Share it with someone in your network. Itay, thank you so much for coming. Israel is in a precarious situation these days. I have a lot of family there. I visit there. We definitely wish you luck and stay strong. Stay safe.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.